Hello, welcome to another episode of Pint Time with Backpacker Mike. Trying this Cotton Candy Land IPA by Magnify Brewing Company. This comes in at 7% on the Richter scale. It is Cotton Candy IPA with lactose. So we're going to get into this after episode 242, some American history that people get wrong. So let's talk about Paul Revere's ride. What did Paul Revere shout out on his midnight ride in 1775? It wasn't the British are coming. Correct answer is the regulars, or nothing at all, actually. Most historians say he said nothing on his ride since his ride was considered a covert mission. Also, back then, nobody used the term British. If he was yelling the British were coming, he would have brought a lot of unwanted attention to him. And not only that, but people wouldn't have known what he was talking about. It's more likely that he said the regulars are coming once, and that was when he arrived at the house of John Adams and John Hancock, who were fugitives at the time from the English Empire. And the next one I'll tell you guys about is who paid for the Statue of Liberty. Some people say it was France. However, it wasn't all France. It was both France and New York. France was responsible for the iconic statue that they built. But New York, however, was responsible for gathering enough money at the last minute for the large granite base that Lady Liberty stands on today. They almost didn't come up with enough money for that granite base, and other cities like Boston, Massachusetts, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who both had the funds available, had made attempts for the statue. So the iconic Statue of Liberty may not have been in New York had they not come up with the money. It could have been in Philadelphia or in Boston, Massachusetts. Who would have thought? Boston, Massachusetts might have been a little bit more iconic. However, New York City was the first capital city of the United States and the first place that George Washington did his inaugural address at. So, New York City kind of worked out the way it was supposed to work out. All right, let's get into this Cotton Candy Land Indian Pale Ale. Cheers, bro, sláinte, and skål for my Nordic friends. You know who you are. Definitely cotton candy on the nose all day long. Definitely cotton candy. This is really, it's definitely cotton candy up front all day, and then it's followed by that bitterness of the IPA. Had they done this cotton candy in like a wheat beer or an ale, maybe even a lager or something, it would have been way better. Way better. I don't know why they decided to put this in an IPA, but they did. But it's light, it's crisp, it's refreshing. You get that bitterness at the end, but definitely you get that cotton candy punch at the front. I'm just going to hard pour the rest of what I have in here for you guys because I already did this on Facebook. Kind of see what it looks like right there. Now, the hard pour generally will change the complexity of the beer. It could bring, more of the cotton candy out, or it could bring more of the bitter. And generally what you get off of the nose when you hard pour it is what you're going to get more of on the palate when you taste it. More often than not. And I do get more cotton candy than I do hops. And that's exactly what happened. More of the cotton candy through the palate, but the hops, the bitterness from the hops is blending with that sweetness. So it kind of goes down a little bit better when you hard pour it than straight out of the can, in my personal opinion. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I actually kind of like this one, even though it's kind of a weird combination. However, it works pretty good. Cotton Candy Land by Magnify Brewing Company. I've had Magnify Brewing Company on the show many times. really good beers. I just wish they would do this in like a wheat beer or a Hefeweizen or something like that, because it would just bring that cotton candy flavor through a lot more. But still, I really enjoy it. I'm going to go an 8. I will go an 8 on the Cotton Candy Land by Magnify Brewing Company. And as always, thank you for hanging out with me on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike. Please share with your friends and family. And peace, love, and let's continue to experience this beautiful world together. I'll see you guys next time on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike. Peace.